Mari Mari. Can you say Mari Mari? That's hello in the Mapudungun language spoken in Chile. Welcome to Patrika's Little Star Cafe. Facts that are fast, fun, and keep you happy. Today is Monday, April 23rd, 2018, and here are today's matters for chatter. Number 1. For the first time in the history of Cuba, whose capital is Havana, the people have elected a leader that does not have the last name Castro. Miguel Diaz-Canel Bermudez, who was vice president under Raul Castro, will now be president. Fidel Castro was a leader who freed Cuba from the Americans with the help of the Russians. For 60 years, the Castro family has been running one of the last communist countries in the world. Remember we discussed the difference between communism and capitalism just last week? Number 2. Tabi Najima from Kyushu in Japan was the oldest man in the world till yesterday. He passed away at the age of 117 as he was born in 1900. He became the oldest person several months ago when Jamaica's Violet Brown passed away. However, recent reports have claimed that Villanueva Jaramillo from Chile was the oldest man alive at the age of 132 till he passed away a few days ago. There wasn't enough proof or identification to back the claim that he was born in 1896, though. Number 3. A rare brown bear lost its life in Italy. The Marsican bear was being sedated in the Apennine Mountains so that the wildlife conservationists would insert a radar in the bear to track its movements, but the bear collapsed soon after. How will we keep these rare animals on the planet if we interfere with the cycle of nature all the time? And now for today's mega matter. The UN is headquartered in New York. The Security Council is the main governing body, which has some permanent members like the US and France and some non-permanent members. The UN is headed by a Secretary General, and the current Secretary General is Antonio Guterres. He's from Portugal. Usually they meet at the headquarters and also have an informal meeting every year in upstate New York. For the first time, this informal meeting is being held in Sweden, as they were invited by the government to come there. In Bakakra in Sweden, 15 ambassadors and the Secretary General are meeting at a farmhouse. Yes, a farmhouse, which used to be the home of the second leader or Secretary General of the UN, Dag Hammarskjöld, and is also now the summer home of the Swedish Academy, which decides the Nobel Prizes. The UN Security Council is trying to figure out its role as the US, UK, and France have launched missile strikes in Syria. How does the UN react, try to help people in distress, and create a peaceful world? Today's word of the day is distress. That means in pain or sadness. And finally, for today's quote of the day, 3 things cannot be long hidden: the sun, the moon, and the truth. That's a quote by Buddha. Thank you for listening, and do send us your questions and comments via WhatsApp, or you can email us at diptyanti@gmail.com. Take care, lots of love, Diptyanti. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, do you know how loved you are?